for everybody to get in here. House. What's going on? Joey, what's going on, everybody? Join us in. Appreciate all you guys joining us.
Live everyone.
All right. TikTok. Let's do it. What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Happy St. Patty's Day. And welcome to Titan Lifestyle with me and Big Drew.
That's right, Titan Lifestyle. Happy Friday, Flex Friday. What's up, guys and girls? St. Patty's weekend. Everybody's got the green on.
Yes, sir.
I know here in Tampa they make like the bay green. It's
Yes.
like the big thing. So
Yeah, do the green
food coloring
river.
or whatever. It's almost like they pollute the water for
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day. But it is what it is. Flex Friday. Happy Friday.
That's right.
TGIF.
That's right.
Titan Lifestyle.
What's up, Jay Valda? What's going on? Christian Straight Addicts, everybody else join us in here. What's going on TikTok? Everybody around the world, around the country. Man, so it's going to be a live night tonight, obviously, with St. Patty's Day. It's always a big little holiday. Obviously, I don't do too much drinking. I don't think Drew does either. But there will be a lot of people partaking and drinking green beer probably today, or green shots, or alcoholic beverages.
Green everything. I'm going to see a sea of green, so get used to it.
That's right.
I mean, it's going to be pretty crazy.
And if you are partaking in those celebrations, you know what? You should have your glutathione handy because it will definitely help you out the next day.
Yes.
Or take it before you go out that night. It will definitely curb some of that hangover or problems you might have the next day for sure, 100%.
I wonder what they use. I mean, I'm sure it's green food coloring to color all these drinks.
Coloring, yeah.
But is that safe? How much of it? Because if you have a little bit,
Yeah.
but if you're drinking that all day and everything's green, you're like, yeah, St. Patrick's, I'm gonna make my water green, make my beer green. I don't know if it's really a healthy thing to make everything green.
I don't think
know. It
I've
just
never
seems
really
like-
I've never really seen like any studies on food coloring, and honestly it might anything I guess in excessiveness is probably gonna be bad for you.
Yeah.
You know, that's anything, right?
Probably like a Crystal Light type thing where it's like zero everything, but it's
Yeah.
chemicals.
Yeah.
It is chemicals. So.
I mean, I know Ben, shoot out your question, we'll answer it. I know like in Chicago they do the River Green there too as well, so it's something that's all around the country, I guess. You know, everybody's partaking, getting in the spirit. So let's talk about therapy of the week. Let's talk about Titan Complete. So Titan Complete has MIC, B complex, B12, branched chain amino acids, all three of them, and it has L-carnitine. This is good for daily or every other day, as far as an all-around injectable with vitamins and amino acids that are going to do a lot of different things as far as benefit-wise for you guys, helping retain muscle, help building muscle mass, help boost the metabolism, help give you natural energy, and a lot more. So with this, it's real simple and easy to get. All you have to do is fill out the new patient paperwork. You'll see our medical provider, whether it's in person or via telemedicine. And then at that point, you can order this therapy and a lot of other therapies that we offer. It's a good one. I take it almost every single day.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away. I mean,
for sure.
I get 30 mLs a month for a reason because I take one a day. People don't realize the MIC in it, that's like not really talked about that much, but MIC and B12.
Oh, yeah.
I worked in a clinic like 10 years ago, and that's what we used to give patients for weight loss.
Yep.
Those two were huge.
Yep.
One alone was huge. MIC was huge.
Yep.
So people always think of it as kind of like a one-a-day vitamin, like an injectable version with additives in it. But the MIC was what really, the MIC and carnitine is what really separates it from just an average Centrum or women's one a day. So
for sure.
if you guys take this every day for prolonged periods of time, you're going to get a benefit of fat loss with the MIC. Definitely. That's like the least thing talked about with any of the therapies that I've seen that we have. That's probably like the least thing that's talked about or emphasized. But I just want to make sure you guys know it has MIC in it. Look up MIC. MIC alone was used by itself for weight loss. So it's very, very powerful.
And if you guys don't know what MIC is, it's three different components. It's methionine, inositol, and choline. And the way that they help natural metabolism boosting or fat loss is they help process fats to the liver faster because your liver is processing all these things. So at that point, it does help as far as that goes, and it's great with B12. Like it used to be like super MIC B12 shots back in the day.
I remember.
Right?
I remember people coming in and getting them and paying outrageous prices for those, and now we have everything in there.
And that's what I'm saying.
Way less price.
Yes, so they're still going for like $30 for these B12 shots.
For one shot.
One shot.
Yeah, and you guys realize that this
shot.
bottle is like 10 ml. So
30
10
mLs.
shots. Titan Complete's 30 ml.
30 mLs.
But we do have the 10s. Don't we have the 10s?
I don't think we have the 10s anymore.
I know we have the 10s
went away.
and the aminos. I know we have the 10s and the
Yeah,
aminos.
so We did have the 10 milliliter vials.
10 ml complete.
But
Yeah.
you know what? Complete might be in the 10 still.
I believe it is because
You're
I
right.
take it.
You're right. You're right. It's 3 10 ml vials.
3
though.
10 ml vials.
So you're getting 30 shots. You know, $275 is a price point for it, and you can take it every day or every other day. That can last you up to 2 months. So I mean, you break down the cost, it's really nothing compared to what's out there and what people are paying for just a regular B12 shot or a MIC B12 shot. You're getting all these different components and a lot more bang for the buck, which is going to help benefit you guys in your results and help expedite them too as well. Let's see. Ben said, I'm skinny, athletic build. Always tried to gain weight. Okay. So, and Hurricane Force said, what's up, guys? Jersey Shore here. What up, guys? Big Dave. All right. So, if you're skinny and trying to put on weight, lean muscle tissue, because, you know, if you really want to gain weight, just go to McDonald's.
Yeah, right.
Eat that all day long. I guarantee you're going to gain weight. I don't care who you are. Ectomorph or not, you're going to gain weight. If you're putting all these calories in, you're not burning any calories, it's going to start stacking on. Whether you're a skinny guy or a skinny fat guy,
Yeah.
right? Because I heard that talked about the other day, and that's true. A lot of people, like, you know, they're skinny, but then they have this real big gut.
Yeah, they got the Humpty Dumpty where they got skinny legs, skinny arms, and a big body.
They got a rotund body, and at that point, you know, that's what skinny fat is. So, the whole point of this is getting the training and then eating quality foods, right? Your good food sources, getting your macros, getting high protein in, and then getting carbs in. I mean, you know, you want to have carbs to be able to grow in some extent form here, but, you know, MK677 is going to be a good one to stem that appetite. And, you know, even the weight gainers and stuff like that, like you add some of those in, and then drink one of those, take MK677, eat some more, and then go train.
Yeah, or you could start just blending a lot of if you don't have the resources, or you don't have, if weight gainer shakes mess up your stomach, just make homemade weight gainer. Get some peanut butter, oatmeal, honey, cinnamon, bananas, egg whites. Throw it all in a blender, blend up. You can make it yourself. So you might not get as many calories. You might get 1,500 as opposed to 2,500. But you're still getting a lot of food in. So I mean, just blend your meals and just get it down whatever you can. If you're like when you have the skinny fat body, everything that I envision, this isn't how it is, but just what I see, goes off of the core. There could be a 200-pound woman with tight core.
Right.
She's a little bit taller with real tight abs and no body fat. That's pretty much what makes her in shape.
Yeah.
But if you take that same 200-pound woman that has a big stomach, cellulite, a lot of body fat, a lot of water retention, no muscle mass, so everything goes off the core. Same for a guy. If you take a guy, there's plenty of guys that are my height, that play in the NFL, that NFL linemen. They may be 290, 300 pounds. They may have big stomachs, smaller arms, but everything goes off the core. So I mean, just real quick, what John was talking about when he said skinny fat, people are like, how could he be skinny and fat? Basically fat in the wrong places.
It'll show.
Everything shows off the core. The core is like the base of everything.
I agree.
That basically just, if a guy appears to be fat and he takes off his shirt and he has a six-pack, he's not fat anymore.
Right.
So everything kind of goes with the core. So,
it's true. It definitely is true. The core will usually tell the tale. And I mean, even if you have big arms, those guys still got, some. It's like a lot of people bring up, I want to be a strongman type. Okay, well, strongmen they're not working out to be more aesthetically looking. They want to build strength, and they're trying to get that body weight up to build more strength. Because usually the more that you weigh, the more you can like press or bench or pick up or whatever it may be. Yeah,
like when Eddie Hall set the deadlift record. He's a strongman guy. Yeah. And he weighed 360 pounds. As soon as he dropped the weight, he had to get a breathing mask. It was crazy. But then you look at the guy that won the next year, Thor. 400 pounds, but he has a flat stomach.
Yes.
And he was the world's strongest man. He has all these records. So even though that weight helps push a little bit, overall, better athlete is Thor all day long.
I believe that.
440 pounds with abs showing at 6'9". That's an athlete.
I mean, whether you're 180 pounds or 160 pounds, whatever, and dice and all muscle, that's going to be better than weighing 210 pounds and not like that. You're like 15, 20% body fat. You're going to be healthier to be like that, I guaranteed. I mean, it's just the leaner you are, the better everything is around you. I mean, you definitely want to get the calories in to be able to eat, but if you're having the problem and you want to gain the weight, you're going to have to start putting those calories in, putting in the effort and the activity, and then sleeping too for recovery.
And if you're a guy out there, a young kid just starting out wanting to get girls, this and that, I've been doing this for a long time. I've found that abs and being shredded, women will move to that more.
Oh, yeah.
The guys look at mass. Oh, he's big. He's massive. Now, if you can be massive and have abs and be shredded, that's even better. But if you're doing it for the sole purpose of being more attractive or attracting women or this and that. From what I've seen, is they like the abs. They like the cuts. Anybody could be 300 pounds with no definition.
Yep.
So they like the cuts. So
Yep.
eat clean, train hard, and just be consistent.
That's what I'm talking about. Dave, so we do have injectable therapies for weight loss, but everything that we do here is prescription based. So you have to see the provider, and then at that point you can order the therapies. Justin Caviar in the house, the Real Hokey Pride in the house. Holding out while Sid.
Tore his bicep.
Tore another bicep yesterday. Based on your experience, what could be causing this? Is there any therapies or recommended supplements for joints to prevent this? BPC 157 and TB 500. It's going to help repair that, what you got there, and it'll be a great preventative for when you go forward. You know, we were just talking about this, I think, last week when we were talking about how muscles develop faster than tendons and joint areas. So you have to, it's really over a time basis where you're building these things up and getting them stronger. If you start doing too much weight, the muscle for sure will do it. But the tendons and everything around it might fall apart on you, it might break down.
That's what happened with me when I had my tendon, my bicep tendon, tore it. A few years back, and it's still, even now it hurts from working out yesterday. So it kind of just. But another thing too, people don't realize, just because you can lift the weight doesn't mean you should be lifting the weight. Like what John says, if your tendons aren't catching up, if the weight feels light to you, if it looks ridiculously heavy, and you're like, wait a minute, that's pretty much your body, your mind's telling you to slow it down. Squeeze harder, contract through the rep. Do what you have to do to make the weight feel heavy. Like the best advice I ever got is make the weight heavy. And what that means is, even if I have a 10-pound dumbbell and I'm curling it, I'm squeezing and pretending like it's heavy. When you do that, you get a pump anyways. And sometimes wait, why am I using this heavy weight? So
for sure.
It's going to save your joints and ligaments a lot. If you just pretend the weight's as heavy and squeeze through it.
I agree. Now, we all know that, you know, the more weight you put up, the more muscle you probably can build. But you got to work your way up to it. If you're not, you're going to get the injury, and it's going to regress you from where you're at with your results, right? And then you have to work back up to that and go forward. So it's better to take things a little bit slower than a little bit faster, I would say. And mind to muscle connection is key. Really feeling the workout, like Drew said, like, you know, squeezing and really pushing that blood into the muscle, whatever it is going to get you the best results, 100% through and through.
You want pre-exhaust the muscle too. If you're worried about being injured, pre-exhaust the muscle and warm up real well too. Just like I said, if you just because you can pick up the weight doesn't mean you should just go in there and start doing it.
True that.
So go in, warm up. I have a thing where I do 50 to 100 reps of the body part before I start working weight. So what that means is if I'm doing arms, I may take a 20-pound dumbbell and curl it 50 times before I start my working weights. That way everything's lubricated and the blood's in there. You don't want to be lifting dry no matter how strong you are. I agree. The reason paper tears easy when it's dry, same like your muscle. You want to put as much fluid and blood in there before you train so it lubricates everything.
Absolutely.
So you won't tear anything.
Absolutely. Mitch on TikTok asks, I have a below knee amputation and need to lose weight. Could you guys help? Absolutely. You know, our Aries injectable weight loss therapy, which the Real Hokey Pride shouted out on here, thank you, is semaglutide. It's a game changer. It's going to help weight loss. It's going to expedite those results for you pretty quick, so you can lose weight. And, you know, if you have a knee amputation, you're putting pressure down on that, you know, on your leg, and the one leg you don't have, and that could cause some irritation too if you have a prosthetic or whatever it may be. So, obviously losing weight is going to be a lot better for you too as well. True, I have a smoking hot girlfriend after being in the military. Okay. Some guy said, I have a smoking hot girlfriend after being in the military. I don't know where that came from, but how often should I take the Triimmune? Okay, so Triimmune you can take every day or every other day. You know, this is a very concentrated injectable as far as the concentration of the medication that's in it. So you know, glutathione 200 milligrams per ml, vitamin C 200 milligrams per ml, zinc 5. So it's a really concentrated dose. So at that point, you know, if you can take it every day, cool. If you have to, take it every other day, or you can do it 3 times a week as preventative and for liver functions and all these good things. So just really up to you, James, of how you want to do it. Whatever feels best to you. If you're getting sick, then you want to take a little bit more, right? You want to be preventative, you can take it 3 times a week. If you're using for liver functions, you can take it, you know, straight for 2 weeks to get those liver functions down. There's many uses for it. And if you have any questions about it, you can always call or text the office too. We're here for you in the support to guide you guys and give you direction you guys need.
Yeah, as soon as I feel myself getting sick or everybody else getting sick, that's the first thing I do is I call John. I'm like, I go by the
I'm going right to it.
Triimmune, get a
I'm
bag,
going right to it.
Get ready to go.
Right? I mean, that's the best. there's a guy in here who said, have you ever tried AOD? So AOD is Advanced Obese Drug and 9604, and that one's an awesome peptide for weight loss. It's a fragment of growth hormone, 176 amino acid sequence instead of the 191, and it does work very effectively too. But semaglutide is going to be probably your top weight loss therapy out there as far as result wise goes. AOD can take a little bit more time than semaglutide does. All right, so let's get into our first topic of the day, and you guys keep shooting out your questions. We'll be happy to answer them for you guys. Anything from gaining lean muscle mass, losing weight, better bedroom activities. You guys want to know some different things we offer there, or blood work, or anything else on the board, go ahead and shoot it out. All right, so let's talk about the next topic. Here's how inmates in California get transferred from men's prison to female prison.
Yes, basically the whole trans thing going on now, where it's being more accepted and more people are transgender. I don't know if anybody's heard, but they're putting transgender women, what was once a man, now a woman, they're putting them in women's prisons. There's like a lot of controversy stuff going on. In California, it's real big. And what's happening is they're trying to figure out if people are doing that specifically so they could basically mess with a woman. Because 2 of the inmates turned up to be pregnant in New Jersey. So what happens is the male transitions to a female, lives as a female now, commits a crime, goes to prison. Now they're in prison. A person who identifies as a female but has male parts is in the prison, and now they're impregnating.
That's crazy.
And the thing that's crazy is a lot of prisoners are, when they think about it, if you're sitting in a cell all day long, you're like, I'm here forever anyways. A lot of them are just like, you know what? If I'm a woman, I can go to a prison. And that's what they're doing. They're literally sitting there and deciding one day, I want to be a woman, and then I don't know if there's a process, or even if there is.
Well, they got to fill out an application, whatever it is.
Yeah, they have to
approved.
I mean, it's like as easy as getting a personal training certificate.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is.
But yeah,
crazy.
so now they're going to female prisons and they're impregnating the females, and it's crazy. The thing that's crazy about this is that the statistic on this was like 95% of these. I think it was 95% of these transgender are sex offenders.
Oh yeah, that's
so
right.
It's like I mean, if you're a sex offender and you're a man, and then now you identify as a woman, you're going to a female prison. That's a risk. You know, that's a huge risk. It's basically like putting a man who's a sex offender into a female prison. Yep. That's probably the worst place in the whole world you could put somebody.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's confined. It's just craziness.
For sure.
So I mean, it's getting worse and worse. I wonder how this is going to happen. With all the transgender, because it just seems like every other week there's something else going on with like an athlete or there needs to be like only transgender things, like only transgender sports, only transgender prisons, because that way it'll make it
even playing field.
Yeah, even playing field. But the thing is now how are they going to decide who really wants to be that? You know, you could just identify and go to a regular.
That's all
prison.
it is, man. Identifying.
There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. I don't know. It's getting worse and worse. It's bad, man.
It's gonna get even crazier, and we're gonna see where it is.
And I think the simple fact that 95% of those transgender people are sex offenders, that's a whole nother show.
Right.
I mean, that's literally a whole nother. We might be able to nip it in the bud right there. You know, we might be able to do I mean, that's a whole nother show. So. It's just crazy, man. I don't know. I don't agree with it.
Me neither.
And the thing is, if you're a woman and you're in prison, and all of a sudden you have this guy that was used to be a guy come, you have nothing to say. What if he's your cellmate? Now all of a sudden you have a man that's
true
physically stronger than you, and what if it's a large man? What if it's not even like what if it's a man that's like my size?
Yeah.
And in a locked up cell, and I'm a sex offender, and I'm crazy and deranged and.
Right.
It's bad. Man.
It's crazy.
And this is just what we hear about. So I'm sure there's many more cases. This is just California alone. So
yeah,
the whole country. I mean, it's going to be
rude awakening, man. Crazy things are going on around the United States.
There has to be. There should be like a 10-year period where you have to be like.
There's got to be something.
It can't be just be HRT or whatever for a year or whatever they do. Whatever. It can't be like that because in a year's time you're not going to. And the last thing to say about this is there's been no males gone to male prison. Like in other words, there's been no born females that are now living as males, whether they're on testosterone or not. There's not a single single female living as a male that's gone to a male prison. So
it's true,
I mean,
dude.
with the whole equality and this and that right there is, I mean,
I mean,
That'd be a whole. And the thing is if now think about this: if a female who now lives as a male goes to a male prison, now she's at extreme risk because now physically now she's literally sending a woman to a male prison. But that doesn't happen. But it works the other way. It's just one sided. It's got to be
like I said before, and I've said it again. It's a man's world. James Brown said it best. It's a man's world, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy because you think more women would be up in fury about this. I don't understand it. But guys are starting to dominate everything. They're going to dominate women's prisons. They're going to dominate women's sports. They're going to be women of the year. Biological men are women of the year.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know. It's
even Apple Music now. It's just something small. But even when I go on Apple Music, it says female inspired. It'll be like female.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll have like as soon as you click it, it'll be like female inspired. Female. I'm like, why don't they just have inspired? Why does it have to be male, female? Why does it have to?
It's crazy.
James Brown.
Yeah, James Brown. It's a man's world. All right, so Matthew said, what helps with injuries? BPC 157 and TB 500 are going to be great ones. If you're going to use something like that, Giant Drew, see you guys. Surgery April 5th, man. Dude.
YG Lee says you've been out for a minute. He's sick. Good that you're back, though. Good that you're back. That Triamine would have been perfect for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Grab some of that next time he's sick. You can load up on it. Knock it out quick.
Saeed, listen, we're not in California. That was in California, but we were talking about. But Tampa is where we're located. We can help you guys out wherever you guys are located at with all our great therapies and services. YG Lee said, I'm skinny fat with beer belly. What do I need to do? So obviously, you're going to want to change some different things, right? If you are drinking beer, cut the beer. That, with a beer belly, that's a fact, right? Because of the components that are in beer, it's going to make you fat. You don't want to do that. Change your diet. Exercise, make sure your hormones are dialed in. I know we talked about this. And then at that point, if you need some help there, semaglutide is going to be in your corner very shortly. And you can use it and get lean. And then make sure you're on the healthy lifestyle. And that means doing everything we just talked about. At that point, if you're consistent with that, you should be good to go from there on out. I mean, you're 20-something years old, right? You're 20 years old. I mean, I'm 42. You can definitely do it 100%. I've seen other people get there in a short amount of time, just depending on where you're at weight-wise and what you're doing to really get the results. James said, I'm 56, been taking clomiphene, which has boosted my T nicely. Also taking the Triamune. I want to add one of the other injectable therapies. What do you recommend? There are so many. All right.
I think it depends what you're looking for.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right on point. So if I had to ask you, what are your top 2 goals? Since your testosterone's working good, so hopefully energy's there, concentration's better. Triamune, great. You're boosting the immune system. That's all good there. What is the next thing you want to do? Is it, I want more energy, I want to lean up, I want weight loss in particular, I want a better recovery, I want a nice pump in the gym, because I mean you can talk about Hercules Potion there.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what you want to go with next. Like, where is your focus at? Laser focus for the next goal. Let us know. Real Champagne Poppy Chat, what's going on? All right, so let's get to the next one. Walmart launches drone delivery service in Pasco, Hillsborough, and Polk counties.
I'm ordering today. Just to see.
So basically, the Walmarts in these counties, and this is here in our local area, they're using droneupdelivery.com. If you guys are in the area and you want to use this service, you sign up there and you can buy the Walmart items through them. It's only 10 pounds, so you can't buy a whole vacuum cleaner or whatever and have this thing drop off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's only up to 10 pounds. There are a couple other restrictions, but this launches now. So there's I think there's 6 different stores in the Tampa Bay area where this is going on. It's a $3.99 fee for this too as well. And they're going to have operators just flying these drones, and at that point, from 80 feet in the sky, they're going to start, dropping down the product and lowering it down to you. And it's usually there within 30 minutes. So it's very quick and easy. You remember the old Domino's commercials, 30 minutes or less or it's free?
Yeah.
They're not going to give it free, but,
Yeah.
30 minutes or less is pretty cool.
I remember giving them, this is before GPS, I remember giving them bad directions, just so I hope I get it for free. Make them take 3 lefts and then go this way.
We'd be staying in hotels, and we would lock up the elevator so they couldn't come upstairs. Just open it and keep it open. Man, things you used to do for some free pizza. It's crazy.
It's crazy. The other day, I heard like a buzzing outside my window, and I was wondering. I bet it's one of those drones. It's got to be.
It's got to be.
I didn't know it was a Walmart drone, but I was like, it's got to be a drone out there. But now it's just going to be. I mean, you're going to see. It's going to be here buzzing all day long. People.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then once we get to flying, because they have the bike now.
Yeah.
They have the motorcycle that flies now.
Yeah, the hover bike.
A hover bike. So you got to have hover bikes battling with Amazon packages and Walmart packages. It's going to be like air traffic.
Man,
It's going to be like.
we're gonna need some serious air traffic control out there.
We're going to
for
have like
sure.
drones that's like air lights. It's like a green light on a drone that just turns for the air traffic. Jetsons.
James' 2 goals will be facilitating fat loss and better gym pump results. All right, so 2 therapies I'm going to tell you. One right off the bat for 3 of these things will be Hercules Potion. You're going to get a great pump that's going to last. It's going to help results, expedite them. It's going to do wonders for recovery. Be able to do more strenuous activity in the gym. That's going to be a key one, and that's one that I know me and him. That's religiously for us.
I got to load it up right now. After this.
So that's been one main one. The other one after that, semaglutide, it's for weight loss specifically. So if you want to trim down pounds, you can use that. But Hercules Potion, I would use, anytime you're doing any strenuous activity, and it's definitely going to help all the way around with all these different things. So.
And last thing too, I'd throw some ECA in there too, just for your workouts. You're looking for a better pump, so that means I'm assuming you're working out.
Yeah.
You want a little bit of energy for your workout, get some ECA, take that with the Hercules before you work out, give you a better pump. And you're also going to get a little bit of fat loss with the ECA too, so you can combine that with semaglutide as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so those are good things. I mean, if you're taking a pre-workout, cut it. Use the ECA Stack Plus for Hercules Potion. Way more healthier, and at that point, you're going to get way better results. 100%.
And if you're a coffee drinker,
Yep.
then take it without the coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you can notice the difference. Like you can notice it working.
Yes.
People that are daily coffee drinkers, they drink so much coffee throughout the day that they don't even it's like water to them. Like a friend of mine sells cars like all day long, just coffee, coffee, coffee. Yeah. So try taking it without any stems, and that way you'll really feel it. You really
the
know
best.
Yeah, you know it's working.
Digital ID used in China to take money out of your bank accounts for jaywalking, etc.
Insane. Yeah. Basically. Just like we see there's there's cameras everywhere, there's scanners everywhere. Yep. So they're scanning our face, digital ID. Basically, if you're in China, certain big major cities in China, and this is 2017, so this is before the whole shutdown and before everything that happened. You could basically be walking in the street and jaywalk. Basically, jaywalk is if you cross the street without using a sidewalk. Mm-hmm. If you jaywalk and you go home, you think everything's cool, you might wake up in the morning time and you look on your bank account and they took money out. Like they basically fined you for jaywalking. They have your photo, they have the video of you doing it, and blah, blah, blah. They basically have the ability to just go into your account and take money out. Now, once again, all these topics, tech topics that I talk about week to week, it's going to be like this everywhere. If it was like this in 2017 before the whole shutdown, we're talking, 6 years ago. Yep. Then now it's probably 10 times more advanced than it was then, whether they're using it or not. Okay. So it's going to get to the point where, you can't. What was that movie, Men in Black, or some movie where if you cussed the ticket, you get a ticket?
Oh, yeah.
One of those movies,
right.
like one of the movies, like if you swore.
Oh, it was a time cop.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. If you swear, all of a sudden you get a ticket. It's going to be like that.
It's turned into Demolition Man.
Except you're not going to get the physical ticket. You're just going to get a notification. The text message is going to be like $88.
Yeah. Subtracted.
They just took $88 out of Chase because of jaywalking or something. That movie
is bomb, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously. There was no physical contact. I mean, they said all these different things in Demolition Man, right? Like the disease.
I'm not even watching it again.
I'm definitely going to watch it again. Wesley Snipes with blonde hair. You can't go wrong with Sylvester Stallone. That was a classic, and there's some of these different things you see in those old movies are starting to come true, which is seriously crazy.
Men in Black, and one little thing where they could boop, a little point, a little whatever it's called, where they could just, he would just hit that thing and he'd forget everything.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's gonna.
Neuralizer.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna have that, so they're gonna make you forget everything, and then they could take your money and then make you forget everything.
Yeah. Jake Bennett said, I'm muscular, have a little bit of belly, but a lot of muscle. I cannot drop weight for crap. Semaglutide, man, I guarantee you drop weight. That's going to be a guarantee, Jake. Aries injectable weight loss therapy, semaglutide from us, is definitely going to help you definitely get rid of that weight. James said Minority Report. Yeah, that was a classic, too. And I can see that happening. All right, so this one's pretty cool. This is a personal topic, and then we'll answer Jake's question right now, and then Riley's. All right, so are you listening to music when you train?
Of course.
Right? Most people are.
My favorite gyms to work out are gyms that play my type of music, where I don't have to have headphones, just because I can hear the clanging and I can hear the grunting with the music. But I have to. I'll make a U-turn if I don't have my headphones.
Gotcha.
I'll definitely.
Yeah, I like to. Obviously, I like to have music on when I'm training, and there has been times where I've forgot mine or they've been dead, and had to go in and train without them. Now, it's scientifically proven that you will have a more productive workout or exercise with music. Music motivates. Music, it thrives. It brings you up in one way or the other. Whether it's, you're listening to something energetic that gets you pumping and gets the blood boiling, you get those goosebumps on you. You're like, man, I really feel this. Or even if you're in a bad mood, sad mood, and you're listening to R&B or these down songs, right? These down songs, right? A breakup and all this stuff. It can really change your mood too as well. So it's really beneficial to use music while you're exercising. It will improve your workout. And then the next thing is what are you guys listening to these days, right? What do you listen to when you work out? And this could be a wide variety of different things. I go through cycles of what I listen to. And it really does depend on what my mood is that day and what's going on. Yeah. It can be, the only music I don't listen to is country, and that's it. I think everything else I listen to. And if you like country, hey, that's cool with me. But I just don't like it. But right now, like the last couple of days, I've been stuck on the Death Row's greatest hits. I don't know if you guys grew up in the 90s or anything like that, but Death Row was one of the top labels at that time. We were talking about Tupac, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, the Dog Pound. There's a lot of different artists that came about from there, and I started listening to a couple of these songs, the other day, and it brings back so many memories too as well.
Yes, I listen to most of the music I listen to is music that was like high school or like 5 or 6 years removed. I don't know, like lately in the gym, that's what I've been listening to lately. But I go through spurts too. But I always start out slow. Yeah. I always start out with like R&B or jazz, like real slow, and then as the weight gets heavier, the music gets harder. Yeah. And then sometimes I'll taper back up. But usually I start slow because I don't want to I don't want to be listening to that amped up song while I'm just warming up. I want to save that a little bit. So I usually start a little bit more mellow, then get crazy, then back to more mellow.
Real Champagne Poppy said, listen, so there are some days where even, like Dennis Rodman per se, like he used to listen to Pearl Jam. Excuse me. Yeah. And he'd go work out after he went to the bar, right? All night long. He'd go work out after he'd go work out. And he'd throw it on and just jam out to it. So, it's all depends on what you want.
That song, Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy Spoke. Yeah. So that was good, man. All these different, music, they can do different things for you, at that point. So it's good to keep an open mind. Even for me, EDM, I'll throw some EDM sometimes. It just depends, like I said, what's going on, what the mood's like, and some music can get you really up, real hyped up real quick, and some can bring you down. So just make sure you're picking your list. Maybe do it, the night before or whatever, and you have a couple lists going, and that way you can pick what's best suited for you. Or if you don't like that, like my wife and Peter do, they throw on Spotify. Yeah. And that does usually, transfer to good songs they like, and they put a thumb up or the thumb down, and usually get some good songs after that. So
that's Shazam too. A lot of times people don't know the song, or they hear it out someplace and they get all amped up, but it's not a major artist or like a major album. Yep. But you hear the song all the time. So if you guys hear stuff, just Shazam it, let it find out, and then save it for your playlist. Because nice. I need a new playlist now that we're talking about this. I need to make one. I need to make one.
It definitely motivates, and
it's like the same thing all the time, the same like shuffle. I need the whole.
Yeah, see, I was stuck in that. Like I'll listen to the same stuff in the car that I am in the gym, and after a while, it just gets old.
Yeah, it's like I need something, and then I'll hear one song where I'll be like, it's almost like a boost to energy, like refreshing. Like I haven't heard the song in 10 years.
Yeah, it's awesome, right? And then what are you guys using for?
Headphones?
For headphones, right? I've seen, it was the bigger ones to go to the smaller ones. Now I feel like it's going back to the bigger ones, and it's just really personal preference at that point, right?
I go both ways. I was using the small ones for years and years. Like I started out with the small ones with the wire,
Yep.
and then the wireless, and then the AirPods and the Power Beats, which are like kind of like AirPods, but they go around, hook around your ear.
Yep.
Now I use the Studios, which are the big ones,
Yep.
just because they cancel the sound
Yeah.
a million times more. The bass is way better.
Yeah.
And plus having a heavy sweater, so having that in my ear, I just don't want to get my ear like clogged. Or I don't know. It's just like I listen to the AirPods all day long. If I'm walking around, if I'm talking on the phone, but if I'm in the gym, it's got to be some Studios where I don't hear anything.
Yeah. Obviously the AirPods are great for talking to people. They are. When I'm working out and stuff like that, and you guys will probably get the same problem. If you start moving your head and stuff like that, they'll pop out or they fall out.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Go down the bench and it falls off.
Yeah, I usually use the Beats wireless inside the gym. They just go right behind the ear or whatever right here.
Power Beats, yeah.
They lock in,
Yeah,
right? They're good. They're not the best in talking to people. Like if people call me and I'm in the gym and I have to answer the phone call, I'll pick it up and it's just horrible. And I have to go on speakerphone and talk to them like that.
Yeah.
So I don't really recommend for that. Now, I just seen that, and I don't know how long Sony's had on this, but Sony actually has waterproof, completely waterproof headphones. The little, they look like the little pods or whatever. And their marketing plan to sell these things are in water. It's like a little case, and they're already submerged in water.
Who is it?
Oh, wow.
Sony. It is.
That's genius.
I mean, you can't prove it any more than that.
So you walk into the store, it's like in a fish tank, basically.
It's like a little cylinder, and it's like this big, and I seen them in it. It's just crazy.
That's nuts. Yeah, I'll get them just for that. You can swim with them.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the best marketing things that I've seen in a while, and it shows you right then and there that hey, listen, this is proof that this is waterproof.
Which ones are there?
So I would put waterproof Sony headphones sold in water.
In water.
Yeah, sold in water.
Wow.
Yep.
These?
Yep.
No,
yep,
the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you look at the bottle,
Oh.
and they have the vending machines with them in it.
Oh yeah, the vending machine.
So
what? That's
dude,
genius.
I mean, it's awesome,
that
man.
is the greatest market.
It's the
wow.
dude. This is where pops are sold and stuff like that, and they have these right in there. I mean,
that is the.
come on. I mean,
How much are they?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same.
they're I think they're a couple $100, but at that point they're waterproof. So this
No, I'm
means
saying how do they compare price wise to like AirPods and
I think they're right around the same price.
because they. Oh, the Apple headphones I heard are the best. I actually use some of those. Those ones are
Great
ridiculous.
marketing. Great marketing. And that's exactly what I'm going to go to next. If you want to swim outside, if you're in the ocean, whatever it is, and you want to listen to your music, boom, you're good to go.
Think about if you're like a professional snorkeler and deep diver.
Dude.
And you got a baby on the way. You can have those headphones in. Your
Dude,
wife
you can listen.
Your
you
wife
can
could
talk.
call you. You could be
Yeah,
like,
man.
yeah.
I mean, it's truly a game changer. I know everybody's been working up to this, and I've seen other companies that have came out with fully waterproof. They're not ear pods, but they were like headphone type things.
$100. That's
Yeah,
cheap.
They're cheaper now, I think.
Not bad, right? Not bad for a waterproof product. And Sony is not some little company. Sony makes technology to the best of them. I mean, I got 3 of the TVs in my house, right? They're one of the best out there. And Sony's been around a long time. So, trusted products. I'm going to get a pair and put them to the test for you guys. I'm going to try to do some videos with it too as well. Because now I pull at the house. I'm ready to go. Actually, I've got some new heat pumps that got installed. So now the water is going to be 90 degrees 24/7 all year around the house. I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm ready to go swimming. I want to enjoy my pool, and I want it to be warm. All right, so what else we got here?
From the top.
I think we do all this, right? I hate when gyms play. Yeah, when gyms play music so loud. I don't know too many gyms that do it anymore. There might be one or two, the smaller ones, but like the big box ones, I don't think they play too loud of music. I know some
I don't
do,
know.
right?
Some of the crunches some of the crunches.
Are they jamming or what?
Certain times you go in there at 6 o'clock at night and near the squat racks,
Uh-huh.
it gets pretty loud. But I think most of them, like I know MI40, that's my favorite gym. One of my favorite gyms to train. But they have a speaker, so when I go in there, I could just plug up my speaker and crank up as loud as you want, so you don't have to have that.
Yeah.
But
That's
Yeah.
nice.
There's nothing worse than bad
Oh.
music too. I've been in gyms that have
Yeah.
loud bad music, and the gym will be great. There's one gym in Tampa that I love the gym, but the music is so terrible. That's why I never go there.
Here, Christian commented on that right here. He said, hearing Lady Gaga sing about some dude in Alejandro doesn't do it for me. Like that Poker Face song.
Alice in Chains. Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a club.
Got all these metalheads on here. Death got all these metalheads on here.
That's all right. That's all
Alice in
right.
Chains.
Old school right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Death Row, Murder Inc., Bad Boy, those were all good. I still listen to Bad Boy all the time, man.
Corrupt.
We got it.
Yeah,
Nate Dogg, Warren G.
yeah. What movie do you guys recommend? All right, so
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man was good. If you're looking for movies out
Old
right
school
now, I'm trying to think what was the
Is
last.
Creed 3 out? Have you
Creed
seen
3 is awesome. I
You
see
saw
it,
it?
see it
I
twice.
I haven't
What
seen
about Shazam?
Shazam, I wouldn't listen, guys. Shazam was okay. I went and seen it yesterday. Good characters. I liked the characters. I liked the plot of the movie. There were some certain things that I don't like. And I'll just be honest with you guys. It's sure fun. You know, I don't mind. You know, if you're gay, you're trans, if you're bisexual, if you're asexual, whatever it is, I don't care. I don't care. What I do care about is things that are forced to me. And what I mean by that is there were some different plots in this movie where that's all it focused on. It had nothing to do with anything that was going around in the movie. So when that happens, that means to me like, hey, listen, these people are trying to force something down my throat that I don't want. I don't partake in, and that's fine. Maybe some people do partake in, but that's not what I'm going to see Shazam for. So that's what it was. So I give it maybe a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Creed 3. Forget about it. Go see Creed 3. I would recommend Creed 3 over Shazam any day of the week. Ant-Man, I'd recommend any day over the week over Shazam. I thought like I said, I thought Shazam was okay. So if you like Shazam, go see it. You need to go see it for sure, 100%. What's the crazy thing about it is that Shazam is one of the last movies. Flash will be the last movie of the old reign of the hierarchs, the executives, because they're all gone now. Now it's going to be two totally different people that are running DC and Warner Brothers. So the movies are going to be different. That's why they've gotten rid of pretty much all the characters. Henry Cavill gone. Ben Affleck's gone. And Ben Affleck just said he would never direct a movie for DC underneath the current regime right now. So just different things. We'll see what these movies are. Cocaine Bear. Did see it. Thought it was pretty good.
I haven't seen any movie.
Couldn't believe it.
You
You think that, Cocaine Bear, is going to be pretty stupid. And this is based off a true story. There was a bear.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it now.
There was a bear that sniffed cocaine, but the bear did not start killing people. The bear died.
Oh.
Okay, but there is a bear that got into cocaine. That's where the story originated from. The movie was good though. It had a good storyline. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was gonna be super, super cheesy, but it ended up being pretty good. And we all walked out. Me, my son, and Sharice. We all liked the movie. I didn't get to do a movie review on it, but it was pretty good for sure. Yeah, it was definitely good, 100%.
That reminds me of like Snakes on the Plane, like.
Snakes. That was a good. Yeah, that was crazy too. That was
But that
definitely
wasn't
crazy.
good,
No, that wasn't good.
at
That
all.
definitely wasn't good.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Any other questions for us? All right, upcoming Titan sponsor events. 4/1 Metroflex grand opening in Brandon. We will be there in full effect. The whole crew with major giveaways and answering questions, taking pictures, and hanging out with anybody that wants to come out and support Titan Medical Center and see the new Metroflex here in Brandon, Florida. Also, Ronnie Coleman will be there in the house.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've seen pictures of the gym. The gym actually sent me a message and
Yep.
said it's not going to be freezing cold because I hate cold gyms. So it's good that the gym isn't. It's not going to be too hot, but it's not going to be too cold. Ronnie Coleman is going to be there.
Yeah.
They're ordering equipment left and right.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a hardcore bodybuilding, powerlifter type gym.
Yep.
Not like a Crunch, not like a Planet Fitness. So if you guys want a hardcore gym, come check it out.
Yep.
I'll be there. Some other athletes will be there. I got some other people coming in. We're going to be working out over there. So if you guys want to work out,
Oh, yeah.
come early.
Oh, yeah.
Come early, get a workout in before we start. But yeah, it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be good for sure, 100%. I haven't got to see the gym myself in person yet, so I'm waiting for the grand opening to see what they got in store.
Yeah.
But hopefully it'll be good. Obviously Metroflex was out of Texas, and this was the main gym that Ronnie Coleman originally trained in, and that had no air conditioning at that point in time. It was like almost a dungeon, which was good. It was iron clanking, people just getting down, doing what they need to do. But this one's going to be, I think, it's going to be more updated.
Yeah, it's gonna be more updated, but it's still gonna have the the name, the feel. I mean,
Yeah.
the GOAT's gonna be there. Ryan's gonna be there. So
Yes.
the energy is gonna be crazy.
Yes. Yeah, so April 1st, and this is not an April Fool's Day joke. We will be there in the house. Okay, yeah. After that, 11-2 to 11-5, Olympia 2023 in Orlando, and 11-5 Festival of Speed in Ritz-Carlton, Orlando. That'll be a huge weekend for us. We'll have a whole bunch of the Titan Medical Center rides with us, and all the Titan crew. Man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. We got 2 events back to back. I love Orlando. I
Big
love
events.
Orlando for events, but I would never live there. It's weird. It's like
Nah.
that's my number one place I want to have events at
Yeah,
because the way it's set up and the food and
Yeah.
everything, the hotels.
yeah.
But I would never live there. But yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be a great weekend.
Add another one to the fleet, so I think 4 cars will be going on this time.
It's going to be Duke Kooks when we get all the Olympia guys coming over there. You know me, I'm going to be at the Olympia, come to the car show.
Oh,
So next thing you know, I'm going to have,
yeah.
and all these people are going to be wanting to show off because their bodies are going to be looking great.
Oh,
All the women's going to have their hair,
yeah.
nail, tanning, and all that.
Yeah.
So they're going to be, they might slowly mark them come over. You know, it's an upscale event though. Family.
Dude left can barely fit in a frame. He's so massive. So these guys are talking about on TikTok. So they're asking, what you're benching, Drew? What are you benching right now?
What am I benching right now? I don't
Yeah.
really go that high anymore, but
Yeah.
I've done 585. Every once in a while I'll do 5 now.
What are you doing on
But
average?
what'd you say?
What do you do like right now?
For reps or one rep?
Reps.
Reps. I still get 315 for sets of 20.
Okay. So that's a
But,
lot, guys. I
Yeah, I
mean,
still
geez.
get 3 for sets of 4, 5, 10 reps or something.
I'm not going over 275, but I can get 12 on them. So
I
I'm
can
good
still
there.
bench 5. It just destroys my
Yeah.
elbows. Like I used to
Yeah.
be able to do it like twice a week. Now I'll do it like maybe once a month.
Yeah.
But usually my chest workouts, I only go up to 405 and just rep it up.
So I mean, that's another thing. As you get older, guys, you guys are gonna have to be smart in the way you train because injuries will start to plague you.
Yeah.
I know the real hokey pride in here said, ego lifting. When you're young, you're invincible. You feel like you're Superman. Nothing's going to hurt you. You're going to be able to power through anything, recover faster than anybody. And it's when you get your first injury and you start getting older and you start feeling all this wear and tear on your body, you start to realize, damn, I'm not invincible.
Yeah.
I'm powerful, but not invincible.
Or you get injuries and you get to the point in your life where mentally you're 100% ready to go. You're ready.
Yeah.
You're mentally disciplined with your diet and your training, and you're ready, but now you can't because
Yeah.
you're too injured and banged up from all the
Yeah,
injuries. So,
it's so true, man. So just remember this now. What you do now, you will pay for later, guaranteed. So if you run yourself into the ground later, now you're going to be worse off later.
and if you just have to go, if you just have to lift heavy, when we're talking about this, Ronnie Coleman, I mean that's a
Look
prime,
at him.
that's a prime example that someone that just went heavy
Yeah.
and didn't care and he made it happen and he won.
Yeah.
But he had a lot of issues with the
He
with
still
his body.
does.
Yeah, still
How
has a
many
lot of issues
surgeries
with
has
his body.
Ronnie Coleman had, guys? He can barely walk. He's got the arm canes. He's not doing well. I mean, as far as that goes, like as well as he could probably do. I know he started training again.
Yeah, no, I think he's training. I think he's like actually feeling a lot better now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if he did stem cell. Everyone's doing stem cell now, but I know he had like 10 surgeries, and every time I see him, he appears like he's better than he was last time in the past couple of years. So
Beagle named
but
Hunter said.
BPC 15. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no. A Beagle named Hunter said BPC 157 from Titan Medical Center healed
yeah,
my injuries.
Yeah, exactly. BP. If you guys are like I am, and you're like Ronnie am, where you don't know how to slow down, you want to lift heavy.
Yeah.
Take some BPC 157 during your lifting progression, so you don't have to worry about those injuries.
Drew, do you do decline bench press? Most people seem to focus on flat incline only.
I don't do flat. I only do incline and decline. Flat to me just destroys my shoulders. It doesn't really do anything. I tried it like 2 weeks ago just to see how it felt, and even with like half the weight I normally lose it, I still feel pain. So
Really?
no more flat bench, only incline and decline. In terms of building your chest, incline is going to be the best because everyone has a little bit of bottom chest, but it's going to give you that shelf. But flat bench is really like performance enhanced, like for performance sports, football, or to get your strength
Push,
up. In terms of physically building your body, I would stay away from it, or just do it to pre-exhaust before you start your heavy sets.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I really don't do decline anymore. It's just, I don't know if it's just laziness, not getting down and getting on the weights and then having to go down and do them up, right? I mean, that's one thing. I'll
Decline
admit,
machine.
right? So, for me, flat bench is going to be the way to go. I've actually learned to put my elbows right where it's not hurting as much as it used to. And then, obviously, incline. Now, structures are different. Some people can do incline without getting injured, and some people it uses too much shoulder, and that's how they injure their shoulders. I'm one of those people. And what I've learned for incline is because when I used to do incline, it was at 30 or 45 degrees. 45 degrees might be too much, but 30 degrees was where I used to be at. Now I do it at 15, no pain on the shoulders. So that helped tremendously. For, I guess, decline, instead of getting on the bench and throwing the weights back on me like I used to, I've been using the cables and starting from the bottom and then coming up. So I'm starting to work the inside of my chest and the bottom layers of it. It's not as much weight as I would do on a bench, I guess, in decline, but it's at least doing something there. It's activating the muscle. I can feel the muscle. I can connect with the muscle. So
Yeah, decline I feel on my whole chest. Like when I do decline, when I come in, I feel like
Oh,
my
for
whole
sure.
chest round. Flat, shoulder pain, delt.
yeah,
Incline, upper chest, you
Yeah.
know, but yeah, flat bench is, it's good if you if you're young and you don't have any injuries, I mean it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of building what you're gonna see in the mirror, incline and decline all day long.
incline's
Switch
good.
it up too, barbells, dumbbells, don't just use the same bar.
Yeah, so that's what I like to do. I like to do I'll do flat bench right now on the Smith machine because I've got the Smith machine. I use flat weights sometimes, but I like the Smith machine just to do it. And then I'll go to incline. I'll go free weights, so I can do that. So it's definitely good. The Real Hooker Price said NAD Plus is my secret sauce. Mine too. And I think a lot of other people too, and they just don't want to talk about it. That is the limitless drug for sure. Christian said, I agree with both of you. That being said, I think decline is easier to lift more, and that's why people like it. Yeah, I think incline's, for me anyway, incline's the hardest for me to do.
Inclines for me it's like a natural movement.
Incline's easier
My
for you?
incline, when I was at my strongest, my incline was almost the same as my flat.
Really?
Yeah, I was inclining for like 545, and my flat was heaviest was 585.
Wow.
So it wasn't that far away.
Wow, me too. Yeah, for me, I do flat. I can do that, and I don't know, man. I mean, decline I can definitely do. Decline,
You do more for sure.
I could probably do maybe 200 pounds. As far as that goes, with ease. Anything over that, I'm probably gonna be struggling a little bit with.
Now I'm more of a reps guy. I like to fatigue everything and then pick a weight, and I'm just gonna blast it. Like reps. So.
Shrink Daddy said people are obsessed with bench numbers, ego central. So yeah, I guess as you're younger, then go and I know I always get the question, and I'm not as big as him, and I know he probably gets the question every single day. What are you benching?
Yeah. Or how much do you lift?
How
Lift
much do you
what?
squat?
People say, how much do you lift? I'm like, what lift?
Yeah.
Like, how much do you lift? How much and I'm like, what lift? And then
Do
like, well, how much can you pick up? I don't know.
I mean, this
deadlift?
is, it's something, so we get it all the time. I'm sure if you guys are in the gym and you guys look decent, you guys probably get the same question. And then at that point, when you start telling somebody like, I don't know, I bench like 275, and it's like even an older guy than me, like 50. Oh man, when I was your age, I was I'm like, all right, dude, all right, like, what are you doing now, right?
The only
Like,
thing
what
is
are you
like
doing
these
now?
people that are older than us, like they're not gonna have any videos. We have videos, so
Yeah.
they can just say whatever. Like,
Yeah, like
it was like hearsay, like, oh, there was a guy back in YMCA in Texas that
Yeah.
did 700 pounds.
Yeah,
No one was there. I'm
Yeah.
like, please. Like,
All right, so yeah, back in their days, it's like now. I mean,
I got video for all my.
we got
lifts.
proof, baby. We got proof, undeniable. So I mean, at that point, it's just crazy. You'll have that, and then you'll have the younger guys.
Yeah.
And the younger guys want to bench more because they want to get strong, right?
These
And,
kids
you know,
nowadays are
but
too
man,
strong.
they are. I mean, the kids they're moving along. There's
Too
there's
strong.
way more education out there for kids to learn from to get bigger. There's way more education on supplementation to get bigger. And just genetics all the way around. I think we've evolved, and then food sources. These guys are going through puberty a lot quicker than we did, or most people, I guess. And at that point, that's having something to do with it.
YG League says he's not even a patient yet, but he's still got to say you guys are awesome. And
Yeah.
the whole world should know about Tight Medical Center. I appreciate it, YG.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you very
Appreciate it.
much. Do you ever log press to change up pressing movements?
Nope.
So the only thing that I do for pressing movements that I would change up is your grip on where you're going to do if it's flat bench. So if you're inner, obviously that's going to work a little bit different as far as a muscle. And then if you're going outer, and then your regular grip. That's the only thing that I would change as far as on the grip for flat bench. With the dumbbells, I guess you can move them a little bit and create more of a pump, I guess, in the pectoral.
Try to get more of a peck on his pumps.
Yeah, I guess. Where can we start off if we're skinny, guys?
5 minute warning, guys.
So if you're starting off,
HRT.
make sure your hormones are optimized for sure. If everything's good there, MK677. But listen, you gotta train, you gotta eat, you gotta sleep. You gotta get these things involved. You're not gonna gain any more muscle or get any bigger without these things. It's a necessity to do what you want to do. Wow, we got so many other questions on here. Have you guys ever tried peptides like Summerlin? Thoughts? So yes, peptides. Now Summerlin's an old dinosaur. You're going to want to go with CJC 1295 with ipamorelin. These are going to work synergistically together, and we have that therapy together in one vial for you if you like that. But it's great for anti-aging. It's great for sleep. Great for IGF-1 levels. So it's a really, really good one. Ray Janowski. I get my TRT from another clinic. Is it easy to switch you guys? It's so easy to switch to us. We just need to have blood work for 60 days. If you don't have it, we can set you up for it. And then after that, just a proof of your prescription. With a photo, or we can just follow up on, just to make sure it is prescribed. And at that point, you can do your consultation, and you're ready to go. Gotcha. Just call or text us, 727-389-3220, and we'll walk you through the process if you need to. I'm on 100 milligrams twice a week. When I donate, does it matter if I donate the day after one of my injections? So you're on 200 milligrams a week, which is 100 milligrams split into 2 doses. And he asked, when I donate, does it matter if I do it the day after my injection? It does not matter when you do your donation.
You could take your injection an hour before.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not gonna make a
Doesn't matter at all. Do you ever prefer an NAD Plus product? Yeah, so NAD Plus is our product. It's an injectable. And I wouldn't trust any orals that are out there. I know they have these over-the-counter ones. Injectable is going to be your best way. You're going to be able to feel it right when it kicks in too as well.
Also, glutathione. There's a lot of glutathione out there. You see, if you Google glutathione, you're going to see tablets and gel caps. Definitely not the same. So make sure you take an injectable glutathione as well.
So everybody's calling you Kimbo on here. So
Kimbo.
Yeah. So if you guys want to hire him for the biography, you guys got Big Drew. But he asked the best brand of creatine. What do you suggest?
I don't really have a specific brand. As long as it's pure creatine, I mean, all creatine's pretty much the same. So as long as it's creatine monohydrate, not crealkaline, and not all the other kinds of creatine. Creatine monohydrate is the best kind.
Absolutely.
Crealkaline on paper looks better, but for the absorbency, how it absorbs and all that, tests show that basic creatine monohydrate is the best. Just look at the ingredients, make sure it says creatine monohydrate. It could be buffed or it could be crystallized, doesn't matter. As long as it's basically like 5 grams, which is the standard serving of creatine monohydrate. It's all pretty much the same.
It's the most researched supplement ever.
Yeah.
Creatine, proven.
Yeah, if they made it illegal, people would then realize how powerful and good it is.
It is
but
good.
People are like, oh yeah, I can buy it at the store. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
No, stuff works.
It does.
And it's a lot more expensive now than it used to be. When I first started working out, you get a tub for like $10, $15. Now that same tub's like $40, $50.
Yeah.
So.
Jay Palmer said, been on TRT from you guys. I have to say, your staff is amazing. Thank you. We appreciate that. Patient care and patient service, customer service is number one to us. I want to make sure we take care of all you guys. We're taking guys' health. We're taking care of you guys' health. You guys are trusting with us. We got to do the best job we possibly can on our side. So thank you for the compliment, and hopefully we'll do even better and better in the future for you guys. I think that's it, though. I think that's a good show.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Great show.
Yeah.
A lot of questions. I love the questions. So you guys tune in. Make sure you ask questions.
Yeah.
We love answering questions. So.
We're here for you guys. What about Canada, bro? I'm sorry. So Canada, we can't service right now. Unless you have somebody in the United States that we can send it to first and they can send it to you in Canada. That's totally legal to do. But we can do the consultation via telemedicine for you guys and then do that. So that would be the workaround for you guys. But that's it, guys. So make sure you guys are tuning into us every Friday for Tight Lifestyle with me and Big Drew, 2 p.m. Every Friday we'll be here with you guys. Have a great weekend. Happy St. Patty's Day to all you guys. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all these guys, Facebook. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, have a safe St. Patrick's Day. Be safe. Also, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the bell to notify the videos like this. Check us out on the podcast as well so you can listen to us, and we'll see you next week. Be safe.
Big shout out. Alessia, what's going on? Alessia Model, how you doing? All right, and then James, how much is TRT treatment? Sorry, it's $225 to $375 per month, depending on what you're going to be getting and what's going to be prescribed. If you have questions about that, just call or text 727-389-3220. It's our main number. You see on the website, tightmedicalcenter.com, and get all the information from our staff to walk you through everything. I appreciate it.
Have a good week.